money in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Indicators for my young.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. To throw here. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss. But no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play action. It's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week? Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one. Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think. Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shrugs him off, and the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again? Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
4 down. Check. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go. Motion. 58.
Now back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. 59 Mike. Check.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3-19. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Gotta go.
Right back to him on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the toss, Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Brought down by Nate Gary.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side caught by Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Room to run again. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, gotta go. Blue. Lock in. Hey, gotta go.
Now Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go. Hey. 180! Gotta go. Hey, gotta go. Blue. Gotta go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check back there. Watch the run, watch the run. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cullen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lock in, lock in.
They try again with Cohen, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. Twisting away. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got more time, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time run right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's Trubisky. Going deep here for Parker. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Over. Hot.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Diggs. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. We own them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And a short gain here down to the 22. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Chicago, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.